Hello, beautiful friends. It's Erika here to do the energy forecast for the upcoming week or so. We're going to be taking a look at the themes for the week, the themes that are coming in for the week, what is going on with the collective divine masculine, divine feminine. These particular forecast videos are for those of you that are really looking to know what's coming, understand the energies that you may be facing, some themes that may be coming up for you in your experience, as a way to really develop and understand your energy, how you're affected, and understanding your path. So I always like to say this is as though, just looking at the weather forecast for the week and seeing what's coming and making, just being aware of what could be on the horizon. So with that, I'm going to pull a card for the overall theme for both the masculine and the feminine for this week. Now, again, even though I'm doing it for this particular week, if the messages resonate and it happens to be 6 months from now, and it's still appropriate for you. Okay? If it's feeling like I'm tuning into your situation, regardless of when I'm recording these videos. So, with that, I'm going to pull a card here for the overall theme for the divine masculine for this upcoming week. And we're getting wise leader. Man, I love that this just came up for him. You are a beacon for others. If you guys haven't seen the love letter videos I did yesterday, please do, because this is very consistent with the energy that came through for the masculine. He is now embodying his light, his purpose, his mission. He's in his power. He's in his alignment as the sacred masculine. And so this week, he's getting the wise leader as his theme. So, wow. Because that's what happens when somebody begins to embody sacred masculine or sacred feminine. Their mere presence can impact others energetically, also by their example and all of that. But a wise leader, this is the essence of divine masculine and divine feminine. But I love that it's coming in on the divine masculine side, because he stepped into this role in a massive way. So let's see what the theme is for the divine feminine this week. A view from above, getting the big picture. So I'm hearing rising above the petty BS this week. So this is about maintaining your higher consciousness regardless of what's happening in the physical plane. This is about not getting too myopic in your view this week of what's happening. Make sure that you are rising above whatever's happening on the ground here and seeing it from above, seeing the whole big picture. Understanding. Some of you may be getting some sort of new information or new understanding about an ongoing situation that potentially is like it finally clicks for you. So definitely a beautiful theme for both the divine masculine and the divine feminine for the week. So let's get into some more specifics here. And a couple quick things too is, guys, I'm getting some messages about my healing sessions. I'm completely booked, but I've also closed my calendar for the summer. Given a few priorities I have on, I am going to be, let's just see what these are. Eight of Swords and Princess of Pentacles. Okay, we'll see if those come up again. I am going to be opening up a few slots in July and also potentially towards the end of August. And I know some of you guys have been asking about being on a waiting list, and I have not been keeping a waiting list simply because there's a lot of admin that comes with that and having to email ahead of time. So what I'm going to do, guys, if you're not subscribed but you're interested, please subscribe and also click the bell for the notifications. I'm going to be posting a post on the channel when those become available, and they'll likely go pretty quickly. So if you've been wanting a healing session, when I open those up, I'm going to put a post up on the channel. So do make sure your notifications are turned on so that you can jump on that right away. And I'll be opening up again to more. Regardless, it's just the schedule with the summer and kids being out of school and me working on a few other projects and going on a few trips is causing a disruption in my typical flow. So please do that for the healing sessions. And there's more, but I can't remember what else I was going to say. And then also, please do go back on the channel and check out old videos. I'm getting a lot of questions of videos that I've done in the past, and some of you guys may not have seen those. So please do go browse my past videos to see if there's titles that intrigue you, that jump out at you, that maybe are answering the questions you're asking. Because there's a lot of content on my channel that can really support you. So if you haven't done that, I highly encourage you to do that. Okay, so let's see what the Divine Masculine's focus is this week. The Five of Swords. He's walking away from conflict. He's walking away from any sort of battles that he's been fighting in the past. Like he's done. He's done with the fighting. It's over with. He has moved on. He's decided to just like kind of end the battle, walk away, keeping just a couple of these swords that matter. He doesn't need all five. He's going to keep the swords of truth. And it feels like he's shedding some truths about himself that potentially he's been carrying. It's like a burden. He's been carrying these old beliefs, these old truths, and he's getting rid of them. He's gotten rid of them. He knows what is no longer serving him. He's moved on. He's shed those truths, whatever they may be, and is now traveling lightly. So let's see what's going on. How is he presenting this week in the outer world? How is the Divine Masculine presenting in the outer world this week? And we're getting the Hierophant. Interesting. So here he is, being the wise leader, being the spiritual leader. He's demonstrating his leadership and his sacred masculine self in everything that he's doing this week. And again, it's not just specific to this week, but these are just the energies coming through. And he could very well be inspiring others spiritually by his actions in the physical plane. You know, if he's leaving things behind, he's done with things that are dead and gone or just don't work anymore in his life. He's setting the spiritual example. But let's see what's happening in his inner world. We're getting 3 cards. So we're getting the Star, the Judgment card, and the 5 of Cups. So in his inner world, what's happening here? He's moving through a deep emotional healing. He's feeling very hopeful. He knows that his life has not been aligning, and it's time to align his life with this higher purpose. And he's letting go of these regrets and shame and guilt he feels from the past. What he's doing is he's purifying this. I mean, look at both of these. He's purifying here, and he knows that he's like done with the stuff that she's even taking off this winter coat because the sun is beginning to shine. The flowers are popping through the snow here. I mean, she's ready to go. She's like, I'm done with this cold, old way of being. Like, see, this energy is so cold and so barren of anything alive. And he's moving through the past pain, the sadness, and the guilt and the shame, because he knows that this has been part of his path. All right, let's see what is going on. What is the focus for the Divine Feminine this week? What is her focus? And she's getting the 9 of Swords. Wow. This is why they're having her view from above, get the big picture. So if she's in this 9 of Swords energy, this is an energy of again, mental body. Having fears, having anxieties, potentially mental anguish. This is about just feeling like self-fulfilling prophecies, really negative, fear-based energy. And so what they're saying here is the theme for the week for the Divine Feminine is to get the big picture, because she's obviously kind of really in her head right now, is what this feels like. So for those of you where this is resonating, what this is saying is that if you find yourself in this energy, it's really important to like elevate to higher consciousness. Just elevate to higher consciousness. You know how to do it. Don't get sucked down by this. I'm getting this image of like getting sucked down by a vacuum into the fear-based world, and she's got to be higher up. She's got to be higher up. So let's see how she's presenting in her outer world. How is she presenting herself in the outer world this week? And again, this could be where he's coming in to help her through this process. Especially given the love letters I I channeled yesterday. Again, very consistent. So this could be part of what's happening this week. So let's see where she's presenting in the outer world. So she's presenting as the Knight of Pentacles. So it's like on the outside, she's kind of got it together. She is very clear, very steady. It feels like this, nobody really understands that she's in this place this week. She could certainly be taking some forward action in her life towards her stability, in her career, in her finances. It could be that there's something that she's doing in her work that she's something maybe revealed that she needs to understand about where she's going next. But you know, this is what her focus is this fear energy, but like she's not showing it on the outside. Let's see what's going on in the inner world for the Divine Feminine. Okay, well, I'm going to take these. So she's getting 3 cards as well. Yeah, There's some element of surprise here. In her, and it's like, is exactly. Some of the Divine Feminines this week could get some communication from their Divine Masculines that could be surprising. They may also just find out some information in general in their life that could be surprising. But in her inner world, she's getting the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. And in between here is the Seven of Wands. It's like there is... some of them may be feeling like there's some sort of like picking their battles. They're needing to, again, I'm getting a couple different messages. And one is for some of you, it could be that you're picking between love and work right now, or where you want your focus to be. Some of you may be in this place where there's been some communication or about to be some communication from your Divine Masculine about a new start in the physical plane relating to your relationship, and it's causing you may be a little surprised by this. It may be unexpected, but it's bringing up this Nine of Swords energy. So that's kind of what's going on for her in the inner world. But she's also standing her ground on her in the inner space. She could be battling some opposition coming towards her. Some of you may be having a decision to make about maybe a new opportunity, maybe that would take you away somewhere, a work opportunity, but then you're debating about that because it may take you away from where your Divine Masculine is. Again, that's just for some of you. But let's see what's shifting this week for the Divine Masculine, and then we'll see what's shifting for the Divine Feminine. So I am going to be doing a more in-depth I'm going to be doing like a sister video to this on my website, if this is resonating, where we're going to take a look at these energies in the dynamic between the two of them this week. So again, what's the theme of the dynamic? How it's showing up in the outer world? What's going on? What's shifting in the dynamic this week? We're going to take a look at what's challenging it, what's supporting it, and how each of them is relating to their dynamic this week, as well as guidance for each. So if this is resonating, the link is going to be down below to access that. So let's see what's shifting for the Divine Masculine this week. I'm going to get 3 cards. Okay, so what's shifting for the divine masculine this week? Interesting. Yeah, there's definitely some communication coming in here, or it feels like communication, because we're getting the Two of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, and the Princess of Pentacles. So coming out of either a stalemate or a conflict or a crossroads, really feeling this Five of Pentacles energy, like feeling like he's missing out on his life, potentially feeling a little bit like the victim or abandonment here. But here's communication coming in again. It's the Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. And so here's this Ace of Pentacles. So there's something here where he could be, if it's not communication, what it is this is this is a new endeavor for the divine masculine in the physical plane. It could be a new job, career, opportunity, next level, learning something new here. Because he's come out of this stalemate, right? The conflict. He's come out of the conflict. Now he's in Five of Pentacles, a little bit of uncertainty. But this is him taking the bull by the horns and learning some new things, also potentially communicating to his feminine. So let's see what's shifting for the divine feminine this week. Oh, I'm taking the two. One more. Eight of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Five of Wands. So it does feel like there is a lot of focus on potentially work and earthly matters, physical things, money, stability, home, all of that. But it feels like there's this energy that she's been working really hard and it's starting to get easier and calmer. But then there's some internal conflict here with this Five of Wands, having competing goals. Again, we're getting very loudly the message is focus on my mission, or do I focus on my masculine now, because she's pulled away and focused on what she needs to do, but he might be appearing back again, and it's like she's a bit conflicted. She's a bit conflicted, doesn't want to get distracted from what she's been doing, where her passion is going. But, and she also it feels like she doesn't know if she can really trust. So again, remember to stay from higher consciousness, divine feminine, this week. Okay, so let's just see what to be on the lookout for this week. I'm going to give a piece of guidance from Archangel Michael for each of them. This is going to be guidance for those of you not going over to the extended, to leave you with for this week. And then we'll be getting more into a lot more guidance over in the extended if you're wanting to go more in depth. But let's see what Michael's best guidance is for the divine masculine this week. Self-respect. Came out in yesterday's reading, just saying, for the divine masculine. Again, helping me see myself and everything through the eyes of love, and honoring and respecting yourself. Granting me the courage to do the same for myself, and speaking up on my own behalf. This is his spiritual lesson this week that he is showing. And this is about being surrounded by loving and kind people. Like I said, he's dropping some stuff. He's getting rid of it. He is moving past the stuff that has been weighing him down. And that could involve people. That can involve work situations. That can involve any number of things. But basically what he's doing is he is being this wise leader of knowing what, whatever is in the past is in the past. I'm done with it, and now I'm going to move forward wiser and better for having gone through the experience. So let's see what the guidance is for the divine feminines this week. What's your best guidance for the divine feminines this week? Detach from the situation. This is about cutting the attachment to fears. This is why you are in this fear. You're in this energy. The swords, the swords, the swords. And this is about cutting attachment to fear and drama. Get the big picture so you can stay centered in the knowing that peace is everywhere within me and in this situation. So again, remember I said this element of surprise. This could be some drama, some conflict, you needing to defend yourself or stand your ground. They're asking you to see from up above, detach from the situation, let go and cut. This is about cutting the attachment to fear. Using the flaming sword to cut the attachment to fears and drama. All right, lovely friends. Interesting week ahead for sure. So for those of you wanting to go over to the extended, we're going to take a look at what's going on in the dynamic between the two of them this week, what the energies are, what the themes are, and how they're both relating to the dynamic this week, as well as guidance for each of them. So, in the meantime, guys, until next time, I send you so much love. Bye.